Congratulations! You've taken a first great step in becoming an independent vacation rental property operator. Also, we'd like to thank you from My Vacation Online for entrusting us with your vacation rental software needs. So let's go ahead and get started here real quick. At this point, you've just joined. You're in a 30-day trial. And when you log into your account, you're going to see this type of setup. What you can immediately do in this example, we've already clicked this button right here that says Add a New Property. And we've just set up a test property. When you click Add a New Property, it's just going to ask you basically for the address and city, state of the property of your vacation rental. Go ahead and enter that, and then you'll have this every time you come in. Then when you want to work on this property, all you do is click on the property ID. So for this property, it's 4931, and we can click on that property ID, and we can get started there. What we're going to show you first, though, is before you start working on the property, the most important thing you can do to get started is to go ahead and start your application for your merchant service. You can click on this icon here that says Start Taking Credit Cards Online. That'll bring you to this page here, which will explain all the details of our merchant service. We are compatible with the Authorized.net platform, and eReservation Solutions is a provider for that. And you can go over the details on pricing here, which are extremely competitive and some of the best in the industry. And then when you're ready, go ahead and click this button here, or this line, and then that'll open up the actual online application. So today, right now, you can go ahead and fill out this application and send it in. If you have any questions during this setup process, you can call this number. The girls here are extremely helpful. They know everything about our system, and they will rush to get you set up so you can start taking online bookings immediately. But go ahead and fill this application out to the best of your ability. The best thing you can do is fill out the majority of it. If you have questions or don't know something, leave it blank, send the application in, and that will start the process. And the girls are great there about walking you through and getting you approved. Once you're approved, that'll be another step, and we'll wait for that. So let's go ahead and get started and take a look at your property. So now we're going to assume that you've already applied for your merchant service, and let's go ahead and start working on your property. Just click here on your property ID, 4931, and now you're inside you're at the property level. These breadcrumbs are always going to show you the level of the software that you're operating in. And now what you can do is basically go down the left-hand side, start at the top, and start entering in the information. Just click on the link. You see the fields that it's going to be asking you questions for, and you fill it in. It's pretty common, and it's very similar to other listing sites as far as the information you're going to be putting in here, and there's some general help and instructions here in case you have questions. But you can just work your way down and fill in these different fields. The one we do want to talk about a little bit will be the photos. We highly, highly recommend that you get professional photographs taken of your property. And let me show you why. This property over here, we call it Destined for Fun. This has professional photography and professional photos loaded to this site and all the other sites. So if you contact some photographers in your area, many are familiar with doing real estate photography. They're great to do these for vacation rentals. And then your property online will be elevated. People that are booking with you because of your photographs. So this is the best foot forward you can put. And today people demand high resolution, many photographs, and it makes a difference. So as you can see from this listing, the photographs are just spectacular. So somebody's shopping you online and they're looking at different homes in the same area or condos, and they see dark, dingy, fuzzy photographs, and then they come across your particular property with professional photos, it will stand out. It will make a difference. So we highly recommend getting some professional photography done, saving it on a file on your computer. Use it here on any of your other listing sites as well as your main website that you will have for one particular property. So other than that, just work your way down through the different setups of your bedrooms, your bath, your kitchen, laundry. Again, these are all very simple. Fill in the blank, choose the right things, the amenities of the property, and go on to the next one. The next one that we're going to stop and spend a little time on is your description. And we'll go over to this example again here, Destined for Fun. And we're going to scroll down a little bit. And this is the description I'm referring to. And this can be a description that you would have over all your listing sites. And this is really where your guest is going to go to find out about your property. So you really want to put any and all information you can that's the details of your property. One example is we constantly get asked, what is the size of our private pools? So we actually put the measurements of the private pool in here. So think about things like that to pertain to your property that are very exact that you can put in your description. And one thing for sure is a breakdown of your bedrooms and your bathrooms. And by that I mean, on this example, we have bedroom 1, king bed, first floor, full bath, en suite, sleeps 2. So there's no question when somebody's reading this online, what happens is people want to determine the sleeping arrangements of their group. So they want to know exactly who's going to be sleeping in what bed. So don't leave this to any guesswork. State it exactly in the description so they know exactly where they're going to be sleeping when they come in your property. Also, a good tip is to then identify your photos to match up with your description. So on your photographs, you could put bedroom 1, king bed, so they can look and identify the pictures right with the description. The next thing we're going to move down to is the terms and conditions. This is your online contract. This is extremely important. We also recommend that if you have an attorney, now is the time to contact your attorney and let him go over what you should have in your agreement, because this is what's going to protect you down the road, and in case anything would ever happen, God forbid, at your property, you need a good set of terms and conditions. This is an online reservation system. The guest and prospect is going to agree to your set of terms and conditions during the booking process. So it's highly important you have a good set of strong terms and conditions that are in your benefit. We do have what we call a generic contract. If you click this button here, the generic contract that is on this property here will be populated. So you can use this. We have a contract for you if you don't have one. If you have a contract, you can copy and paste it into this box. It's basically an editor's box, like a Word document. You copy and paste it here, but we highly recommend you go over every sentence of every paragraph. Make sure that this contract is in your benefit, that it is exactly stated how you want to run your business, because your guest has to agree to this during the booking process. And whenever you make a change or come in here, you can click Save Your Changes, and that's taken care of. A few subtleties that we like to go over now are your logo and your property name. We think it's highly important in this day to identify yourself online so people can find you and to come up with a name for your property. So I'm going to give you 2 examples. And this property here is called Destined for Fun. And we have another property here, and it's called Tobago Sun. So you can see we've identified a very unique name for a property. So this comes up constantly in phone calls and emails. And we'll say, oh, what property are you looking for? And they'll say, well, we found one called Destined for Fun. So that becomes a search engine term that they will always remember. And then we identify this and tag this property, and we brand it for you. So the software is going to have this branding going on during your booking process, and we're going to use that logo and your name on the emails that are sent to the guest, as well as just the pages that the guest interacts with you, so it looks like they're booking with Destined for Fun. And then the iVacation Online logo will be dropped off your correspondence once you install your logo. And it's real simple. We have a link down here where it says Upload Logo. You may have a logo yourself. There's an email that you can email us, and we'll be glad to create a logo for you. And also there's many services online that are extremely reasonable that they can create a logo for you literally in hours. And you just save that as a file on your computer, upload it to ours, and then you can brand your marketing with your property everywhere with that logo. And again, here's just a different one that's called Tobago Sun. So we like to have things that are very legible, easy to read, and they fit the space provided for, that logo up on top. This is going to conclude step 1. So we highly recommend that you get your merchant service applied for. And once that's done, step 2 will be showing you how to install your merchant service. Good luck with your rentals.